Things are moving along. All right, now we have Pizdun on Legion. We'll see if maybe that can shake things up. New game, new side. Hopefully they can make some changes. TGT can probably just try and channel that energy from last game and keep it rolling. First ban Monkey King. Not surprising after that last game.
We're not dealing with that again.
Yeah, respect ban right off the bat. Understandable. To be honest, I'm surprised they kept it on the board last game.
Look at that. Sapphire Devourer.
The Sapphire forced the ban. We've been seeing that all day. And then the Devo respect ban coming out. They don't want anything to do with second hook.
I would love to see the hooking game, though.
Yeah. Honestly, though, Pizdun, when they had the Kinesis, got a lot of value out of stealing the hook. So you could maybe play it that way, too, and let them have it. But if he's too much of a high-impact player with the hooks, then I guess you gotta just shut him down. Take that weapon away.
So what hero do you want to see now? Like, carry-wise? Maybe we want to see one of those old Dutch plays when he did play with Blacksmith carry.
That'd be crazy. I mean, my favorite's Parallax. We saw one earlier. I'd love to see one again. The earlier one was a little bit of a letdown. Didn't get a chance to get rolling.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, I'd love to see something crazy. I want to see them shake it up. Like,
I would love to see Exemplar.
Exemplar? Oh, yeah. That's a great pickup. You don't see that one very often.
Might be a reason for that.
Also, we haven't seen any junglers, really.
I think that is for a reason. That's because junglers aren't that effective.
Yeah,
compared to
more value.
Yeah,
or even one too.
People might learn one day, but it's fun to go jungle though. It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's fun to be Legionnaire coming out with a PK and just smash everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Engineer and Prisoner ban as well.
Yeah, similar ban from last game, but with the exception of Monkey King. And first pick Disham now coming out for Pizdun. They like that pick that TGT had last game. And Disham does have a lot of good spells in his kit.
I wonder if they will go into and take Pearl as well and go for fully healing supports.
Monarch.
It's possible. Monarch pick up by the TGT. Another really strong support we've seen quite a few times today. Ooh, Moon Queen carry. A classic.
Yeah. Interesting.
Farms so fast, does so much damage, really hard to deal with.
But if you meet a strong 3-lane, could be hard.
Yeah, you might be able to stuff her out that way. But the TGT's ability to stack the jungle last game was flawless. So if you get those stacks up with the multi-strike from Moon Queen, it might be another Monkey King situation where it is out of control with the GPM.
That is so impressive to see that they know exactly when they can leave the lane and go in to stack the jungle. It's like they have full vision.
Their game sense and their meta plays were on point.
Yeah. And that's kind of their thing with TGT. They always know where to be. Oh, Madman.
And there's a Madman coming out. They're kind of copying a little bit here what TGT did, perhaps.
Copy-paste, is that fine?
I don't see why not, if you leave the heroes on the board.
But
although I really think one was Monkey King, and that's banned now, so...
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe BM or Warden again mid, but I cannot see he goes it for a third time.
I feel like the Moira is pretty disruptive, too. I wonder if they'll put a ban out on her in the second round.
Yeah. Because Big Thorm is very good with Sapphire as well. He has different draft than many others.
Kinesis.
Oh, there's the Kinesis. They played really well on Kinesis in the previous series, so I'm hoping to see another good performance here.
Is that because they want to do the Crippling Pollen? I don't know if that's that
effective for the pollen, or if it's just for the flexibility of the hero.
That could be. Could be.
Because like the Thought Steal doubles as a silence, and then you can change up what spells you're using in which situation, and then honestly, Kinesis is just pretty hard to kill and does a pretty good amount of damage.
A lot of damage. When he gets his ulti, oof, you can do some real damage.
Oh yeah.
And now they have to think about what they're picking in Team TGT.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't get a good queue.
Wonder what the next bans will hold, if they'll do some of the heroes from last game that had high impact, or if they're just going to go for some of the more typical bans we've been seeing. Each team probably trying to predict what the rest of the lineup will look like for the other team.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think they will pick up in the TGT?
I feel like they're still missing some utility heroes, like their equivalent of Pharaoh from last game. He
Yeah.
played so well. I mean, he was all over the map with the rockets and the alties. I mean, he did miss a couple, but he landed like probably 90% of them, and like that just keeps you on your toes. You can't go out too far into lane by yourself. And in fact, they
But
banned Pharaoh right
yeah.
there. I'm talking
And
about it.
Flux is gone too.
And Flux is another. Flux and Drunken, yeah, really strong heroes. They let the Drunken on the board last game, and I think they regretted it.
Yeah, they shouldn't have though, because he didn't do that much damage. Oh, well, he didn't
He
drop
did well in
bottom.
lane.
Yeah, he did well in lane early. So actually true.
Like he really slowed down their madmen, which is part of the reason his mock took so long.
Yeah. And on Piston usually play Flux a lot, I think. And it's a very good Flux player.
So yeah, that Flux
So
is just so if you use it right, it can be so game changing.
yeah, exactly.
Ooh, Meraxis ban. And a Zephyr, right? Interesting. Couple tanky team fighters getting banned out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what both teams are missing still, so that's probably why. They're missing that front line and initiation.
But Zephyr feels like an odd ban, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen that much yet.
I haven't
I don't know
never seen Zephyr. Might be because it's always banned.
Yeah, it could be. We've been seeing a lot of Fade bans too ever since the rework. I don't think people like going up against that.
The Fade. They reworked Fade?
Yeah, they buffed her a few patches ago, if I recall.
Hmm.
They changed up like
more.
how her Shadow Walk works or something like that.
A Hag is gone too.
Frustrating to play. And yeah, Hag's another typical man.
Gladiator.
Ooh, they pick up the Gladiator that's still on the board. That's a strong mid we've seen a few times.
Yeah. Oh, Lodestone. All right.
They didn't ban Lodestone this time. Now I get to see the power. But they left Jeraziah on the board.
Look at this.
Who
The
had
healers.
Huge impact for Pizdun in the previous series. It turned things around for them. We'll hope it does the same.
Nice. That ult is great. They have the free protective charm, which is
They ran him mid and he
Trunken.
just steamrolled. There was nothing that could stop him. I've never
Nice.
seen a Jeraziah that effective before.
Who played it? Do you remember?
I think it was Big Theorem, but I forget.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
I'm so bad
that's
at
me.
keeping track of who's playing who after these games.
Yeah.
I believe it was Big Theorem on mid.
Magnus.
And Magnus. Oh, you don't want to meet him.
That's a really good pick. And a common man, but he's still on the board.
100% stun in this kind of series. And probably when it's more around, they get all of them in there. That's just insane. They got the Kinesis with Magnus. Yeah,
Yeah,
could
Kinesis can pick up
bring
a
a lot
little
of damage.
too for a pretty far range stun.
Yeah. Yeah, they picked up a really good Qs for Kinesis to steal and can get 3 kills.
Wonder who the last hero pickup on Hellborn's going to be. I think it's going to be some kind of roaming support, maybe?
Might be.
Oh, Pearl. There you go. More of a hard support, but still strong. With Monarch and Pearl, it's going to be hard to kill anybody on that side.
Yep. But look at both teams have a lot of heal now.
Yeah, they do.
Two full healers, more or less.
I feel like we've seen the team with the more defensive lineup really succeed because it's so hard to, if like you burst on someone and you can't finish them, then you're completely out.
But on the other hand, we have Pearl now versus Jeraziah, which can take away his ulti and his protective charm. Let's see where they end up this time.
Kinesis porting out early to get some vision.
Loudly going towards mid.
From them, and it worked out well every time. So we'll see if it works out the same. TGT opts not to TP out early for any wards.
But it seems like Vulka is going with Pearl down bottom.
Interesting. Pearl with the lodestone. Maybe she's starting there and then she'll rotate in towards Gladiator.
I think he will probably TP top since there are 3 top.
Yeah. 3
Instead of Kinesis. Yeah, they're gonna do a little bit of roaming Kinesis, I guess. Or that's the idea. Let's see what happens.
I'm excited to see this. If it ends up being a one-on-one Jeraziah versus Gladiator, I'm excited to see how that plays out. Although Dchom rotating towards mid just to hand off a ward. So Jeraziah will have a ward vision as well for mid if he places it well.
So Mag versus Lodestone and Pearl is gonna be a little bit of a suffer for that guy.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Ooh, look at that! Look at that cheeky ward they put out top lane from Monarch.
That's
Another really
ward.
unique and nice ward placement there that shows the lane and I believe the tower. They got the deep vision there though from Legion with
Yep.
the Kinesis on 2024.
That shows if someone TPs.
Yep. And then Big Theorem placing a Rune Ward and mid lane ward there. Pearl also probably about to do the same for Hellborn on their side.
Question is, did they see that he put up a ward? Because Pearl is standing around middle.
Not yet, but depending on where she placed it, that might have seen her. They very well might have seen her.
I think it's exactly so they don't see it.
Short. I think it was just short.
Yeah.
So it should be okay. I don't think anyone saw the wards, so those should last until they feel them out. But yeah, Pearl starting bottom, so it'll be a 2-on-1 against the Magnus, which will make it really tough for Pizdun to hold his own. But that does mean we have a 1-on-1 matchup.
Look at that. They're getting the free ward top ASAP. And even you can see that all these players, they are waiting to put out their skill until they're actually on the lane and meet up and see what they're meeting.
Happening. Pearl kind of sneaking around bottom, not really having much impact yet.
Yeah,
and
he's TPing a top.
The lane. Yeah, there it is.
There's no need to be down there.
Yep.
Taking extra levels from Lodestone. That makes Mag actually did go Volcanic Touch in beginning.
Yeah, and he has a small X-Bleed now as a result, I believe. Because Pearl did pick up a creep of X.
Yeah. I think that could have been a mistake. I think she could have stayed bottom for a little bit and actually get the harass him out a little bit, or give him some damage.
And rotate. But maybe they really want to secure the Moon Queen farm.
Yeah. Might be better. Look mid, Jeremiah is getting heavily pressured.
Yeah, he's getting pretty heavily harassed out here. But he's managed to secure his farm, so he's doing what he has to do. And he still has full mana, so he's able to get his Qs off if he needs. But you just get
He's not afraid.
Gladiator, yeah. Ooh,
He
missed
that res off.
Gladiator, but does pick up the last hit.
Meanwhile, top. Now there are 3 top. And that means...
Talisman, that's interesting. Yeah, we got a 3-on-3 top now. Kinesis camping the rune.
And this means they can stack a lot for Moon Queen. But they also have to win the lane so she can actually go in there.
Perhaps an Invis coming back on top. We'll see if they try and set something up. He's still level 1, but if they can catch someone out of position, there's a chance. Madman taking a little bit of harass, but still pretty healthy. Glad just gets his bottle. He's looking for the rune, but it's
But they see him, right? No, they didn't have a ward in there. They have a word of revelation in there, but they didn't see him.
Oh, Kinesis with the Q from Monarch onto the Moon Queen, getting low. He has an apple, he uses it. Disham putting on his whack. Same with Madman, it's not enough. The Cocoon giving him just a bit of health. Now Kinesis getting a little bit of low. But
and he waited too.
Oh, Disham now in a little bit of trouble. Has an apple, he uses his cape, does not activate the apple and falls. I don't think it would have been enough anyway. Now Madman interrupts, but...
At first blood goes for Moon Queen as well.
Yeah, Moon Queen on Fog gets the first blood. You don't want to see that if you're Legion team.
That's a 388 gold extra for her, which makes up for what she missed down mid or up mid.
And Madman's taking a lot of harass on top, making it hard for him to get any farm going.
But on the other hand, down bottom, Magnus is getting a lot of farm compared to Lodestone, which is down to 250. And
also, Jeremiah is holding his own mid, is ahead in GPM right now, so
yeah,
you can't complain about that. But Moon Queen with that first blood got a huge spike in GPM, so that's going to be hard to come back from. You're going to need to get it.
Looks like we have another game here.
Yeah, we do. This will be a match. Dead even, basically, in gold. X slightly in favor of Hellborn right now, but it's anyone's game.
But look how strong they are top on the Hellborn.
Madman's
like they
got half HP right now.
They got a little bit of level advantage top too.
Yeah, they have to level
2 level 3 and 1 level 2, which is a very big difference early game.
They're racing for the rune on bottom. Gladiator should get there, and it's a double damage, which might be dangerous for Jeremiah, but he's fighting him, and Magnus is rotating over. If Jera can keep him slowed, I think Gladiator may fall here. Oh, what? Magnus bails out. He's not close enough to get the stun.
Ooh.
I think he could have secured that if he tried, but maybe he was worried about the power supply in the bottle.
And TPs.
And TPs, of course.
But look at the mid now. He needs to stay away.
Yeah, with that double damage. If he lands,
he can deny everything.
He might be able to chase him down. I mean, Magnus had 3 points of Lava Surge. Honestly, I feel like he should have went for that, but that's why I'm a 1500 in their pros.
And the beauty with with Gladiator is that he can actually use his W to TP home, get filled up bottle, and is back.
Yeah, there's a lot of really useful ways you can use the Pitfall. You can safely go for runes too. Oh, he puts the combo on Jereziah to put a little bit of damage. DG wars off. Going top lane, there's a huge battle going on. Disham getting really low. Legion's trying to beat down the Moon Queen. She's getting low as well. Disham and Moon Queen both getting really low. Disham falls first. Moon Queen does fall. Kinesis now starting to get low. Has an apple. Has not used it. Now he uses it. He's one hit away. They do secure him. Madman trying to finish off with a huge power supply. He does indeed secure another kill. 2 for 2 in the end, but with Moon Queen falling, it definitely was in favor of Legion.
Very well done from both teams top.
Yeah,
they actually got off.
Battle.
But I think Madman got out on top since he was the one surviving, and Moon Queen actually did fall first, so she missed 2 heroes on 2 heroes in XP.
So fast, Lodestone wombo combo onto the Magnus blew him up instantly. I didn't even see it.
Wow. Yeah, but I saw that when Mag actually did go towards mid, he lost the full level.
Yeah, he's behind after all.
Yeah. So now Lodestone is on top, 361.
And picks up a huge kill. And he's about to grab it in his rune. I wonder if he's going to try and set up here. Because Jared does not know that he has that.
Nope.
Oh, he's going back to lane. Smart move, I think. They can't secure the kill. Jared's pretty tanky. And now Gladiator's basically tied in farm with Jera after that double damage, so he's holding his own really well.
You need to hold the lead here in the mic. I'll be right back.
Alright. Madman getting a little bit weak here, trying to take these pool camps. He's got to be careful. Puts a little damage on the Pearl, but if he gets caught out there by a Monarch Q, he could be in a little bit of danger. Mid lane, they're still just dueling it out. Gladiator with full bottle, but Jereziah just has infinite heals, it feels like, so it's hard to box him out of the lane. I think both players are just going for farm here. HoN with a really nice ward. Gives him really good vision of the Legion side of the camps. The Legion side of the lane, excuse me. Jereziah now starting to stack for himself a little bit. Really smart to expedite his farm. Legion team doesn't have, our Hellborn team doesn't have any stacks on their side, but they're thinking the same thing. Glad's gonna take some camps in the downtime while the lane's pushed. Top lane, everyone's a little on edge. They're looking for initiation here onto Madman, but it's not gonna happen. They're looking for the right opportunity. Magnus putting some good damage here on the Lodestone, but he's got to be careful with Lodestone ulti up again. He could very well get one-shotted. Lodestone getting really low with that head smash. He almost killed himself there. He's got to be careful.
That is ballsy.
That was really bold. I think he knew that Magnus' stun was on cooldown, but still. That was really sketchy.
Taking that risk if someone else is down there bottom, you never know. These guys are moving around.
On the map, he knew what he was doing, but I would not have been comfortable doing that in my opinion. But he pulls it off. He secures the creep kill and gets back to base, no problem. Monarch here might get spotted out. He is. He's seen. He's trapped here right now, and I think Monarch's gonna fall. He's trying to eat some tangos to get through. TP coming in.
Look here,
Magnus with a nice stun. The TP now in from Lodestone, just straight from the well. Lodestone does not use his ulti yet. Madman gets put under tower, but he's able to stay alive with the Disham cape. So far, 1 for 0 in favor of Legion.
And they're not done yet.
Not done yet. Gladiator now coming in, as does a hasted Jereziah. Gladiator coming from behind. I don't think they see him. 2024
Look at
picks
Lodestone.
up Lodestone now going into Disham, blows him up with the ulti. Moon Queen just trying to stay alive any way he can. Moon Queen falls to the Kinesis. We have another TP coming in after a respawn on Monarch. Lodestone getting really low. These Magnus stuns are having tons of impact. Madman's still alive. Hopefully Magnus can get out of here, but he's in a really rough spot. He has Chalice in 1 second, but his stun's still on cooldown. I think he's gonna fall. And he does. Lodestone also catching the Madman. Madman able to get his stock off just in time before the head smash, but Lodestone's faster than him. Madman does not have boots, does not have enough for stock. He's 4 mana short, 2 mana short. Oh my god, the head smash, 1 hit left.
And mind games.
Oh my god, the Pearl jumps down this cliff. Oh, smack with a bubble.
Wow.
Didn't even need to. Able to finish him with his with his Q, excuse me.
This just
really well played by the Pearl. Madman, good try there, but not enough. I think Hellborn comes ahead on that one. Legion overextended a lot around that tower. And with everyone respawning so fast, Monarch didn't even have to buy back. He could just TP in. He's only level 4.
That was well played. All those TPs, they are staying hidden. They know exactly where to be to not be seen.
Yeah, they were able to extend that fight until the respawn timers. That was really, really nice.
You saw even Lodestone, he did go around a tree so he can load up his ulti and go in without anyone seeing, so he can blow that off anytime.
That ulti, that was beautiful. Really well timed. After that, I think everyone's just trying to farm here, play it a little bit more passive until the ultis come back up. Magnus camping bottom rune. Let's see if he gets something interesting. No, it's top. Gladiator will secure the illusion. Magnus runs into the Lodestone, though. Lodestone wants the rune. He uses his Q to get it, but they can't set up on him. So Jera will have to run back mid.
And he saved up 1,500 gold. That could be a fast PK.
Yeah, I think he's headed towards that portal key soon.
And Madman also a protective talisman, top lane.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of those lately. A little bit of damage coming out on the Moon Queen, but return damage coming back on the Kinesis. That Q from Moon Queen doing a lot. Ulti. Moon Queen ulti's going to be putting tons of damage out. One falls. Is that going to be all? That will be all, but an easy quick kill on Kinesis with that Moon Queen R.
I see Moon Queen. She's happy. She don't want to chase. She don't want to miss any XP whatsoever or gold for that matter.
Moon Queen has that kill potential with R at level 6. It makes her a really big threat for a carry early on. After that battle top, TGT just trying to extend their lead. Madman playing really aggressive here. They put a Rev Ward down. He might very well be in trouble. Kinesis, though, with a good stun onto the Moon Queen. They're putting some pretty good damage on her. TP coming in that they do not see, I don't believe, so they better not overextend here. Gladiator coming in. He throws down an ulti? No, just a pitfall. They secure one kill here. Madman is really low, but he has a nice power supply. He's able to do a pretty good job there. He's just trying to run for his life. I think he'll be okay. Stocks up again in 2 seconds, so I think he'll be fine. Well, all things considered, that could have been worse.
Way worse. And bottom, Battle of the Giants.
Battle of the Giants.
Yeah.
Mid lane, Jerzai just trying to cut the wave right now. He's a little bit behind Gladiator and X, but doing his best to keep up and farm. Gladiator's still a little bit ahead. I'm a little surprised Gladiator didn't go for an ulti there after the pitfall, but maybe he knew it wouldn't land. Oh, Gladiator finds Invis Rune. Let's see if he does something with that going forward. He's going to clear some camps first, probably, and then maybe go for a play.
We got Gladiator 440 GPM. We got Vulka on Lodestone 367. Jerisaya 344 and mid lane. Never mind. Top lane though.
Yeah, I mean they're staying pretty close in farm. Hellborn's just slightly ahead. I think that solo kill the Lodestone. Oh, Lodestone picks up portal key and is TPing top. You see this? He's setting up for a fight. They have the smoked Magnus as the counterplay, but if Lodestone gets a good ulti and stun combo in here, he starts channeling his ulti. He blinks in, Q's in.
Get Madman.
Straight onto Madman. Nice counter stun by Magnus though, but it is not going to be enough. Even with all the heals on Madman, he falls. Pearl with a nice ulti trying to keep Hellborn team alive. They're extending the fight here now that Jerizaya comes in and ultis. Legion team's invincible right now with the Jera ulti on, but it'll wear off pretty soon. They're trying to get a return kill on Gladiator. He gets cocooned, so he's still fine. Magnus now stuns in.
Missed the whole stun.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Gladiator ulti comes in. They do end up picking up the kill on Magnus after all. Oh, and a nice play to get the Jerizaya back with the showdown from Gladiator. And now,
PK.
A really good stun. Oh, it was looking pretty even for a while, but then they picked up some nice kills there with their combos.
Yeah, and the PK, he's just chasing people down. It's, yeah.
That's
a massacre.
And Magnus is not even close to one on his side. So it might be a while before Legion has a PK of their own.
And now they're just taking the lead and...
Now they're just pressing the attack. They're starting to pressure mid and top tower.
But look at this, we have Madman level 6. And we got our Moon Queen at level 8. So...
Yeah. These battles are really...
2 levels in lead. That's a lot. I think we know who won that top lane.
I mean, the items too. Moon Queen just finished with Whispering Hell. Madman had to pick up a vest and is still just sitting on boots otherwise.
Yeah, that's in last game. Look at their jungle. They're starting to stack up early. They even find time to stack up. And now Eston can go in and get free farm.
Stacking timings and their rotations.
He actually leaves it for Moon Queen.
Yeah,
Moon Queen says, hey, that's my stuff.
Yeah. They're sharing the wealth around. They put a little bit of damage on Eston. He's kind of creep blocked here, actually. He gets his own pitfall used against him by Kinesis, but Pearl coming in from behind with the showdown on the Kinesis might be enough to pick him up. He's really low, and Pearl secures the kill. Monarch using an ulti to trying to chase any further, but they decide to back off.
And now that bottom we got...
Headdress is really tanky, even though his creep blocked there. They just don't have the damage to kill him at this point.
And now if you look bottom, we got...
Arizaya, does it connect? Oh, it just does, and he killed the very edge of that connected. It was so close. Well placed ulti.
I think we're gonna see ulti bottom. Look bottom.
Yeah, Lodestone hiding just out of vision, starts channeling ulti, misses the Q though. Madman had the haste, so he's able to safely get away. You hate to see it, but you know, you gotta try.
Look at him tickle, level 6.
Yeah, doesn't even hurt the Lodestone at all. They might be setting up for something on top now. Here we have 3 heroes playing fairly aggressively. Madman continuing to harass the Lodestone bottom, but I don't think anything will manifest. They end up catching the Monarch here with a Magnus stun, and they do pick up the Monarch. They're throwing some return damage down, but it's not enough. Glad bottom tower and uses the old TPW trick to refill his bottle. You mentioned that earlier.
Now top
lane. Top lane. Moonqueen able to pick up the Kinesis here. The cape keeps him alive for now. Moonqueen now out of position, but pops her R. It does clean up on the Kinesis. Jarazai coming in to help secure the Moonqueen. He's out of mana. Magnus channeling ulti. He does get the ulti off. Pearl 1 hit. Moonqueen falls. Pearl falls. 2 for 1. Not too bad. Entire team rotation from Legion, and they needed it. Finally starting to get a little bit of momentum. They secure this tower that'll really start to give them some life in this game. TB coming in. It's a little bit risky from the Lodestone. Magnus gonna stun him instantly. Gladiator coming up to help. Lodestone with the stun on a Disham.
The double stun.
Kind of low. He blows up Disham with the head smash. Gladiator getting really, really, really low. His ulti. Oh, Monarch with the clutch ulti to save him.
He's gotta go back in.
Anybody, but he pops a regen rune so he can turn right back around. Legion needs to retreat fast. He gets the showdown W onto Magnus. Magnus going to be in trouble here. Heal from Jarazai to keep him alive. He Qs, does not dodge the Monarch, and then with Lodestone PK to follow up, he's able to get blown up. That Lodestone portal key has so much value right now. They're doing everything they can on Gladiator. Buyback from the well, back from Magnus. Will he TP in? We'll see.
It's a full 5 versus 5 now.
Buyback. It's a 5-on-5 fight. Pretty much all the ultis are on cooldown right now. Gladiator getting a little low, but he's just so freaking tanky with all those heals. Moonqueen getting bursted down. Nice stun from Magnus. Double stun. Cocoon on the Gladiator trying to keep him alive. He's just so freaking tanky. He finally falls to the crit from Jarazaya. Now Jarazaya's aura slow, trying to keep the Pearl in range. We'll see if Madman can get a barrel roll onto him to keep him slow. Nice pitfall from Kinesis. Able to catch onto the...
wow.
This Kinesis is having great plays. Really high value there. There was a buyback there from Legion, but really they needed this momentum. They were falling pretty far behind. Now they're starting to get a little bit of life again.
And look at that. From level 6 to level 9 after one fight. The fight was more or less 3 minutes, but still.
Yeah. And
3 levels right there.
Staying at level 9 has not been able to stay alive in these fights at all. The Magnus Suns just leave her as open prey.
Yeah. Plus the heal bombs from Demented Shaman on everyone. Everyone just standing stacked on each other. It's a massive damage. Plus here is Saya just healing up and doing AoE damage.
He's falling a little behind in levels though. I wonder if he's going to get that Tome of the Elements when it comes out.
But look at this. They're taking over the jungle now.
Yeah, they're starting to take over the jungle. Nice counter wards coming out.
Madman got his
from the side. We'll see. Oh! There's a Codex now on Lodestone, smoked bottom, trying to scope out the Madman. Madman has another haste. How does he have a haste every 5 seconds? I don't understand. But Lodestone could probably one combo here if he lands a stun.
Paying off this developers, I guess.
Yeah. Gotta blame the devs. Magnus gets caught here, though. He was trying to set up something, but they scoped him out. Pearl plays some damage on him. Stun coming out from Moonqueen. He's able to evade the Q from Monarch, but the showdown catches him from Gladiator. Oh my god, a huge stun! That was amazingly played. He just didn't have enough HP. Noble effort, but was not enough. 4-man.
Monarch is the winner.
Pizdun showing some skill, though. Oh, the stun from Lodestone connects. He head smashes. Does not follow up with the Codex, though. Madman trying to escape as best he can with that haste, and he's okay for now.
He's ballsy with Madman, though.
Madman's very ballsy. I mean, he knows the stun's on cooldown for a few more seconds, but still really bold there.
Madman TPing top. They're gonna try to get something top lane, I guess.
Lodestone building that Codex is just going for the one-shot wonder build. If he can blow up Madman, that would turn the game. Any fight if he...
And as you said, your Saya is going for Shroud now. He's going inside the jungle and actually get free.
Really effective. A nice Pitfall connect on Moon Queen, but no one else in support, just trying to keep her on her toes. Gladiator steals a couple camps bottom, but he runs into Jeremiah, has to back off.
And they just leave Lodestone bottom. They don't even bother.
The bottom tower is deniable from the Hellborn. I wonder if Hellborn will go back to deny their tower at some point, or if they'll leave it on the board as a
I think they save it so they can TP bottom and help out, or... Yeah.
The TPs might be worth it more than the gold swing when they have the lead.
Exactly. So they can just be TPing out and getting fast kills.
Coming up towards mid, he might run into this Pearl or Monarch. Monarch pops the smoke, but nothing happens.
Kind of interesting. He hasn't gotten his TP yet. He's 1,200 away from it, and still.
Yeah, he's still waiting on that PK. Lodestone gets a free tower, no defense at all from the Legion side.
And he leaves it to the team. 285 gold for everyone.
And now Lodestone goes for the deny, now that he safely secured the tower.
Yeah.
That's really rough for Legion. They get a tower for free and can deny.
That's not what you want to see when you're Legion this time.
No. And they might get another tower deny on mid if Legion doesn't rotate. It's only 119 HP. Magnus in range, though, maybe to try and make a play. They might get 5 there faster than Hellborn does. Tower 26 HP, secured by Pizdun. Really well
Jeremiah.
And they go in on the Gladiator, who's going for a mock, but doesn't have it built yet. A good ulti by Monarch, but it's not enough. The 4-man surround is able to get it. Madman now runs into the support heroes. He stops the portal key from Lodestone with his barrel roll, and they're able to pick up another kill on Monarch. There is some life in this Legion team, yet they're starting to slowly turn things around. Moon Queen
pushing on hard.
They're starting to really pressure this mid lane, though Magnus is nowhere to be found, so I don't know if they should really pressure this. There's a big stack of Ancients from Legion. I wonder if Moon Queen's going to try and take that now, but the Legion does not scope it out. With the help from Monarch, I think she can secure this. It'll be a pretty big gold spike for her. She has her Firebrand, but not completed Geos or anything yet.
And she's getting 15 plus attack speed from that mini tower as well, so
exactly.
It's making a lot for her.
Minimize the damage taken.
So she gets 15 from the Firebrand and 15 from the 30 extra. That's
and then picks up Sustainer. Potentially going for either Cleaver or maybe Nullstone. We'll see what happens. With that Lodestone, it may even be a Null.
And now when they changed the Whispering Hell, she lost the mini tower, but doesn't really matter because she's gonna get a new one in almost a minute.
Yeah.
A Madman getting his full
Madman's
cleaver.
got damage here, nice. Before Gladiator could do it.
And he got his cleaver.
In the next fight, that'll be really good. Oh, and he finished the cleaver too, perfect. He can start spiking the GPM up. He's at 370, it's pretty respectable. He's behind
for sure, they got back into it. And they just up to a little bit late.
There's still a bit of a lead for Hellborn, but these last few fights have been in favor of Legion.
They know
there's a smoke coming out on Magnus again. They're looking for a play here with Kinesis leading the charge.
But they know. They just saw Jeremiah go in. Oh, look at that mid.
Yeah. Oh, he ultis in on Magnus on the Gladiator with a nice stun. The TPs are coming, but will it be enough? Jeremiah with that Shroud damage. I told you, it just really burst people up. Lodestone blinking in, trying to get the Madman. Madman, can he escape? He has double damage in his bottle, but the Codex is enough to bring him down with some help from Monarch. That's too bad. They could not keep him alive.
And again, meanwhile top, look at this.
Moon Queen farming, but they get a nice on mid for a double kill there with the double Magnus stun into the Jeremiah damage. Look at this big theorem, I told you. Once he gets that Shroud, he really can smack people down. Moon Queen getting a huge push on top, and a pause coming out. Moon Queen's really starting to pick up her farm, though, but she was not part of that battle at all, so she lost 3 people there, and is probably going to lose the tower. Not sure if it was worth it. Although they did kill the Madman, which is who their prime target was in that fight. He was not able to get any value out of the DD, and it expires while he was dead.
But it's an interesting match this so far into the game. There's a lot of ganking all around the board.
Yeah, this has been very actiony. I definitely think they're getting a lot of value out of Magnus. He has his PK now too. He didn't for a while. He was still making some big plays, but since he had PK in that last fight, he really was the difference maker. The ulti on the Gladiator blew him up, and then he got the double stun for the double kill afterwards.
And now I started to think that it might be a mistake to go Codex on Vulka.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe he should have
secure the kill on Madman with it. I mean, he got Madman to 1 hit, and then the auto attacks finished him. But that's a lot of gold to invest for a pretty high cooldown single target item.
He could have had Barrier Idol for the whole team.
Yeah, exactly. Or even if you wanted to go aggressive, I mean, you could pick up some auras or something. You know, get a Soul's Bulwark, and then
Exactly.
you're really gonna be smacking people down with Gladiator Moon Queen damage. But yeah, against the actually, yeah, Barrier would be huge against the Magnus. I'm really surprised he didn't go for that. A little bit of a greedy pick, maybe because they were ahead.
Also with the Jeremiah's heal.
Yeah.
And Kinesis.
Jeremiah's
A lot of players.
unusable on the target. They have a bunch of heals coming out that like undo some of that damage. Seems like a really aggressive pick. They do take the mid tower for Legion team. They're actually ahead of gold for now for the first time in quite a while. They're trying to set up on this Moon Queen, but she knows that something's coming after that tower kill. She ports bottom.
He kind of gave it away when he was TPing away from the tower.
Yeah, they had vision of that, so he knew.
Yeah.
The Moon Queen continues to pick up his farm. Still, I believe the highest GPM in the game. No, Big Theorem actually is tied with Lodestone for the highest GPM, with Moon Queen slightly behind. They're all basically tied, though.
Yeah.
They're all with 2 GPM of each other.
But overall, you can look at the supports. It's kind of big difference when you're 100 gold apart on support. On 2 supports, it's
really
almost
big.
200 gold.
Pearl has
That's
almost
a lot.
no GPM at all of them, the passive, and Monarch's really low as well. They're starting Kongor on Legion team because they got double damage again on Madman. Look at these runes for Madman. He had 3 hastes and 2 double damages, even though he didn't get to use the first double damage. Really good rune control from Legion. That makes a big difference.
And now they're talking.
Here. He senses it out. They're going to secure this Kongor. Now Hellborn's going to go for their own. They're putting up some good ward coverage and they're starting it. Gladiator's still looking for that Mach. I think he is about to finish it soon. Will this be enough? How much does Mach cost these days? He just spent his gold.
I should be 400 away. I think I bought the big items and now it's just a recipe.
So both teams pick up their Kongor here pretty uncontested, so that's to be expected. Keeps things still pretty even.
Moon Queen got the Geomonsters, probably gonna go into Shrunken now.
Geos is a big pickup for Moon Queen. Gives her a lot of damage and survivability, as well as push potential here. Send the illusions down the lane, you can really bring a lot of pressure.
Because it does take away Entangle, if I'm not wrong.
It does.
Like if you get But the Moon Queen, the Madman with the Cleaver, 1000 saved up, probably something in the bank. Should have. And Jeremiah picked up the Light Brand for the Infinity Mana, more or less. And then we got Demented Shaman with the Sorcery Boots, which is really good for the whole team. This time it actually looks like the new boots, which was called Starscribe boots. Yeah.
I haven't seen those built in the game yet, so it'll be interesting to see if we see a completed one.
Yeah, but it's really nice. And Kinesis, of course, with the Tablet of Command. Mag PK and the Shaman's Dress.
Yeah,
Headdress.
Really good with some of the utility pickups on Legion side. That's what goes back to the supports. They don't have any tablets, cyclones, nothing on the Legion support or on the Hellborn.
Exactly.
Support.
Look at the bottom.
Oh, but I'm gonna catch her the huge smoke. They see 2 people here, 5 on 2.
Done.
The TP near for the Hellborn team. They're pretty tanky though with the Pearl ulti, and Gladiator's really, really strong.
And
somehow
he's getting out.
Even Pearl's still alive. Unbelievable. They blew everything they had.
Alive.
10 kills. Okay, they finally secure the one.
Ooh.
They
maybe get Mag?
Lodestone all in and Codex for an insta-kill there on Magnus. The damage.
The Codex. Or we gotta see Codex level 5 on this.
Yeah, well, if you see Codex 5, that'll be something. Jeremiah lives with the Invis. Kinesis trying to escape with a smoke, but they pop it with the Lodestone PK. He has a tablet in 10 seconds, but will it be enough? He could put a pitfall down, but that'll get rid of his Striders, so I don't think he wants to. He should be okay here. It looks like maybe Lodestone one more PK. Last chance at him.
He really wants that one.
He really, really wants it. His Codex is up in 10 seconds.
He's right here. He sees him.
He sees him now. Madman's close by, though.
Waiting.
I think he'll have to give it up. Okay. All in all, could have been a lot worse. I'm really surprised that Gladiator didn't die. He's so freaking tanky.
I thought Pearl would actually survive that too.
He almost did. I mean, Magnus basically tower dove for it with the stun PK out.
But they have a Kinesis, which is using that pitfall very frequently and in the right times.
Honestly, I think he's better than the Gladiator.
Yeah.
It goes back to when he stole the
True.
a few weeks ago.
And we got Jeremiah with Frozen Light now.
Yeah, he's going for the full Dawnbringer, I guess. He's really filling in like a carry role there. Madman picks up a, what I believe is the first part of his Shrunken Head.
Oh, gotta be.
So hopefully he can finish that soon, because that'll be a big turning point for him.
Or he will go for Frostwall Skull early.
That would be
to
nice.
get that tankiness.
I feel like he needs the Shrunken Head, though, with the Lodestone, Stun, and Codex. Like, he's just so squishy still.
But he got Jeremiah.
Yeah, true. If they can coordinate the Jeremiah, Q, and W.
But they counter each other so well, they have the Pearl as well, so yeah, you might be right.
There's so much going on here. Jera can shield, Pearl can purge.
100%. Oh, and now you see Gladiator with the Shaman's Headdress as well. They need to get that up.
Yeah, they need it for the...
Oh, look at Lodestone picking up the Kundra Sheepstick. 28 minutes.
Wow, Sheepstick, 28 minutes.
Now we're
That's
talking.
a game changer. Just so we thought
That
there's some
is huge.
elite, there's still some tricks up the sleeve of TGT.
I was hoping he was going for Codex level 5, but he is not kidding around, this guy.
Any kind of Ancestor or Purge for that right now, so...
But he sold it. No, he put it out so they cannot see it. Smart. Laying by the tower.
He's adding it.
That's not an idiot.
Now he's got PK ulti Sheepstick combo coming out with a Codex to finish anyone who gets low. Moon Queen finishes her Shrunken Head. This is a big power spike moment.
They are looking for a fight now. Look at this.
They're off in the smokes. They know it's coming.
They're gonna bait with Fall, I guess.
Wonder if they're gonna show the Shrunken, or if he's gonna try and hide it.
Yeah, nah, they show it.
So they will see that he has it if they're paying attention. But we have two people flanking on the Hellborn side with their smokes.
Oh, look here. He's trying to set up mid.
They're trying to set up now on mid lane, but Hellborn's actually playing to the bottom side pretty well.
Oh, look at this Jeremiah. He might be in trouble here.
So he doesn't pop the smokes, but if he shows himself here, he's going to pop 2 smokes instantly. He does show, they try and blow up the Pearl instantly, put a lot of damage, but Pearl's able to get her ulti off. A nice pitfall from Kinesis.
No setting up.
Madman instantly hacks before he can Shrunken. The Gladiator ulti coming in. A nice tablet, though, dodges the Gladiator ulti. He can get his Shrunken Head off. Magma's ulti cleans up one.
Had a
They're able to
Shrunken.
clean up the Gladiator as well, but pretty much everyone else on the Legion team falling, as well as the Madman. Really good tablet Shrunken Head combo to keep Madman alive, but it just was not enough. Moon Queen staying alive. Gladiator staying alive for most of that fight. Lodestone doing tons. They just had too much damage output there.
I'm starting to see why they are banning Lodestone.
Yeah, this is such high impact.
You don't want to meet Vulka on the Pharaoh, but you don't want to meet Vulka on Lodestone.
I think Pharaoh for Lodestone at this point in time.
Yeah. My God.
There were some clutch plays by Legion, but just was not enough. Really good play by Kinesis to box them out with the pitfall early in the fight. They just couldn't burst down the Pearl in time, and then a huge tablet to save Madman so he can get Shrunken off, but it was too little too late. The surprise Sheepstick was just too much. The melee rack's really getting low, and it does fall here. They're able to pick that up without...
Sheepstick was something else. Level 16 now as well, so next ulti will be even worse for him. Same as Moon Queen, probably gonna be level 16 when she's... before she joins the next fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be really
strong. Pretty massive, yeah.
They need the 16 on Madman and Magmus to try and even it out if they can get it.
And look at that, on Moon Queen, they got 3,100 set up, and Lodestone 2,000.
Yeah.
So it's...
I mean, they won a big fight and took the whole middle base, so they've got tons of gold. We're expecting some more items coming out here in a second.
But
although they make that Moon Queen here. She's headed up towards jungle, doesn't know that they're in the jungle. Kinesis
this could be a fast one.
Pearl trying to get in there to save her with her own portal key. Pearl has portal key now. Moon Queen able to get off of her Geos. Now they're turning on with the dust onto the Jeremiah, but it's not enough. Kinesis stuck in the back trying to fend for himself. A really nice tablet to escape.
Mag though.
Everyone getting low, no one caught. Magma's now turning onto the Moon Queen, but Moon Queen gets cocooned, cannot die. Getting really low on Moon Queen, but she gets her ulti off. Magma's getting low, Madman getting low. Madman secures the kill on Moon Queen, but now he will fall himself. Magmus follows himself. Very chaotic. Oh, Jeremiah at some point.
Just finish everyone off.
No
mercy.
Just having too much impact. Now on a bloodbath streak. They got the Moon Queen, but that was it. They lost everything. It cost them everything.
It's so tanky with both the Monarch and the Pearl. Didn't buy her all the time.
That started. They just have so much defensive support. If you get a full Crippling Pollen, you get the Cleansing Wind, you have Pearl ulti in the fight, Pearl's throwing out heals left and right, trying to purge off the Jeremiah stuff so he can't get out his full kit. It's just
Pearl
so
has the PK, so she's always ready to...
If she didn't have PK there, they might have been able to get that Moon Queen earlier.
I think they're getting so much team items now in...
yeah.
Or setting up around the carries.
Right now to counter the Magmus ulti. So Magnus not even level 16, and now with the barrier idol, they're really going to mitigate a lot of that damage.
Yeah.
Also, Monarch now finished the Sand Scepter. Really good for countering Madman, good for purging off Jereziah stuff. Really strong.
Looks like Moon Queen is going for that wing bow now too. She just bought up the snake bracelet.
The supports were missing their items for a while on Hellborn, but after that big win middle and the base take, now they have everything.
Yeah, just Sand Scepter.
They got barrier idol, they got it all. Moon Queen headed towards wingbow. My goodness, that's gonna be really hard to deal with.
And they have lodestone. He has so much money he buy post haste this early.
Yeah, he has post haste on top of everything else. My goodness gracious.
It's gonna be fight here.
They're smoking in to try and stop this Kongor. Could be a Hail Mary play. They're YOLOing in. They go on the Gladiator. A nice cleansing wind, though, to get him out of there. They stun the Moon Queen before she gets her shrunken head off, but now she's able to activate it inside of the Pearl ulti. Magnus tries ulti, but it's not enough. Everything from the Legion team starting to fall. They do everything they can. Kongor kills the Pearl, but that's all they can get. They don't even get a single kill. Kongor's doing more work than they are. And that's the game and the match. CC's coming out.
They did a very good last attempt to actually bring back something.
They had to try. They had such a nice momentum going for a while, but then the Sheepstick pickup from Lodestone turned everything back in favor.
Yeah, that fight mid down, far down mid, actually caught him off guard with that Sheepstick and his ulti just pounding. Gotta say MVP Vulka this game.
Absolutely.